Hello everyone, welcome back to the Bollywood Brawl League Season 3 and the Upper Division. We are here for Slaviour against Rarator, which is a very fun match considering that they just played each other in the qualifying League 3 for the last game there. But here they are again. You can see it's kind of uneven now, with Slaviour having a decisive advantage with 184 in rating. Probably owing to the purple heavy armor that it is rumored that Slaviour picked up. Rarator gets a much better deployment of this time here. He's gathered around his wagon more or less, while Slaviour is going to figure out how to manage being split up here. Oh wait, this is the horrors of Mordheim. That means that Rarator is not actually gathered around his wagon. That means that he is instead scattered around his wagon, so he doesn't even get to deploy here. Let's take a quick look at the league table as we start. We see that Slaviour and Rarator has not played a single game just yet, and we have 2 games already played, so they are hoping to get this show on the road, so to speak. 130 morale for Slaviour, 126 for Rarator, top left corner of the map, and that is a very exposed This is superior for Rarator. Gonna be a very unfortunate position for him to be in. I already have some characters here. Seems like it is a fresh new Sister Superiors coming in from Rarator. Just gonna see if he's gonna be hurt here by any of the 15% chance. And Fervor kicking in, which is the most lenient one. It's the one that gives -1 OP, -1 SP. So far so good for Rarator here. I think Rarator might have been inspired by Slaviour, seeing the Sister Superior at work and what you can do with it, especially with the 4 Sigmar. But oh my god, yeah, that's gonna be 3 dead characters. Look at how many units gets to move here for Slaviour. It's can completely surround those characters, and the new Sister Superior is not gonna take too much damage. Seeing even more units here. And another one of the purifiers that they can lock down to limit their power. Making sure that he's not gonna get locked down though. Slaviour is looking more and more scary here, and I think a lot of the players that are expected to make it past the first round in the playoffs are starting to looking at Slaviour and the threat he represents, and seeing what they can do. So I think we might have plenty of warbands coming in and starting to plan for getting good magic resistance to nurture the plan here by Slaviour. It's going to be up to Slaviour to bring in something else as well, another dimension to his play and to the warband itself, if people start doing that. And it's not a bad tactic, it's not just Slaviour. Players like Rarator focus heavily on magic. A lot of other players are going to get a magic caster, already has a magic caster with mastered lightnings for instance, and it's just something to look at. Something to start planning on, because you cannot plan this later on. This is the early stage. This is when you start making the decisions that you're gonna have to live with later on in the tournament. One of the purifiers is pretty much hurt here. Gets to move with the Sister Superior, but it's not much of a comfort considering that most of the other units here are pretty far down the list. Yes, this is something that she realistically can do here. She has 5 red pills left over to her. She's not going to do too much damage. Sisters of Sigmar's warband are very much attrition warbands, using the magic to their advantage. We're also going to see, since we see a Sister Superior here for Rarator, there is also a third hero by Slaviour. It has been rumored that he's picked up a Smuggler for his third choice. I don't think anyone else has done that just yet. Yes, here we go. Here she is. Fresh new Smuggler coming into the picture. With some pistols she will be able to fire once. Not exactly a grand start for her. She's probably pretty safe here. Wants to reload. That's gonna make her more of a target, but yeah, I don't think that Rarator will have the resources to get there in time. Locking down this purifier. Gonna get a return blow. Always needs to be careful, all of the players here, since we do know that the game is a little bit buggy, and if you do click on a counter attack too quickly, the game can bug out. Still no kills yet, but definitely a much more superior tactical position here by Slaviour. It's gonna be up to Rarator to come in with some sort of counter attack. What can he do to improve the situation here? Because right now Slaviour is tying down all of the targets that he wants to tie down, and doing so pretty well. Wow, is that the mate? Oh my god. Having her tied up here and more melee units at the back. Can they jump out of that house? That's gonna be a key issue for Rarator. Otherwise he has 2, a sister and a novice there in the back that cannot do anything. And yeah, that's gonna be a numerical advantage to Slaviour by 2. It is usually why you don't go into houses like this if you get a chance. Like, some people are very tempted to go into a house with many of their most important characters, but if there's only one exit and your opponent happens to block it, they can just focus on everything else after that. Everything else around it, and get a nice early lead. Let's see, she needs to bust through this, but it's not going to be too easy. 9% magic resistance. And of course there was also curse here. 0% curse for the very first attack. That's really good. Really good for Rarator. He's very much invested into the whole casting thing here. This is a very nice way of doing it, since he cast a spell and just so successfully the next attack costs 1 less red pill. That was a bit unfortunate though, of course, since unworthy means that all the red pills and all the blue pills of the caster is lost. Cannot do anything more this turn. Can Rarator's 2 units here, we see 2 units at least, can he move out? We see a little bit opening there for balcony, but not all balconies can be jumped down from. But it is more or less Rarator's turn now. What can he do to equalize? So one of the most annoying aspects with facing the Sisters of Sigmar for many of the other warbands that they need to deal with. First off, they have the skirmishing ability with the magic. That makes them very, very tough to take down. And if you do happen to get a game like this where they start out in melee, they are pretty tanky and can eke out a win just through attrition. It's going to be a key focus to try and get the heroes in each case here. It's going to be the focus of Slaviour against Rarator and then for Rarator against Slaviour. Because if you can lock them down, you essentially nurture the combat potential of the Sisters of Sigmar. All of these henchmen more or less seems to be built towards tanking preferably other heroes and leaders, which is why a leader or hero will not want to get caught up against a novice or a sister. Disengage or flee, because fighting one of them is just going to be wasted time and resources. Seems to be a jump down point here. Hopefully she doesn't jump down straight into melee here. She needs to be careful of where she's going into combat. There is a sister here that she could go into, but she needs to keep that area open. I'm not sure she actually did that now. She should have gone in from the other end, I think. Gonna do a switcheroo here with the weapons, going up in initiative. Can you jump down from the other side though? That is also possible. You can see 45% armor here. That is a very good target. %15% magic resistance, not helping out here. 11% right away. Gonna take advantage of the cheaper attack here. Well, a charge is actually pretty effective if you do it. It costs 2 red pills. Gonna use another spell for 2 red pills, and then a second melee attack with the remaining red pill. That could be a good sequence for Slaviour to pull off here. Gonna switch to the Sigmarite just to make sure that he does not have as high of a curse chance. Fails the second casting here, 21%. See if something's gonna hit Slaviour here now. 36%. No, nothing. He's been remarkably lucky in that regard so far, but it's gonna bite him at some point. He even acknowledged that himself. Let's see what Rarator can do. Still, there's no deaths yet, but there are some units that are pretty much in desperate situations. Alexander, the City Superior here, could be in for some rough surprises. Goes through the magic resistance once more. Let's see if she's going to be hit by a curse here. No. So far it's only Rarator's Matriarch that's really suffered something that's very damaging. Can she jump ahead of the Sister Superior? With that switch. The Sigmarite Great Hammers have -5 initiative, meaning that it's going to be if that was a flail, it's going to be a boost of +15. Is that enough? Maybe Slaviour has, maybe Rarator has checked it up before switching. I hope he has. Or maybe it's just switching because he's used to it. 51. Is that on top of the units of Slaviour? I'm unsure what he started out with. 51, yes. What is the... Also 51. And many of them have 49, but the Sister Superior is 55. Should probably go into the Sister... into the Purifier here and finish her off with double attacks. Slaviour taking the lead. That certainly did hurt. Was aiming for the wagon. There was a good ambush set up by Rarator, predicting that he might go for it, and obviously want to protect his back line there as well. But it was still a good move since it did two things at once. She can get at this smuggler. That would be a really good thing. She's easy to kill. She has the idol, meaning that she is gonna be worth minus 12 morale for herself and minus 60 morale for the idol. Keep pouncing on the assistant superior here. But she has 55 initiative, so doing a switching here, it's not gonna come into effect against the assistant superior. But it will definitely go above some of the other units here. Specifically all of the henchmen of Slaviour. Can she jump out from the other side? Or can she jump down from there? I don't think she can. I think she's blocked herself off. Oh my god. Yeah, she should really have gone into combat not using the charge there. Can she jump out here? Yes, she can. She can. Not all hope is lost. Rarator needs to retaliate because he has lost one unit here, but all of Slaviour's units are coming up now and they are going to hurt. At least the heroes, some of the heroes.
A new round has started.
What does she want to focus on? She definitely wants to switch here to get two comets off, but at a lower Divine Wrath chance. %15 chance. Nothing seems to hurt Slaviour here with Divine Wraths. Nothing ever really hits him. That's to the chagrin of Rarator, who really needs something to happen here if he's gonna turn this thing around. 15% magic resistance might actually do a little bit here, but that is against the Sister Superior. That's a low level unit here. He's lost both of the purifiers so far, so it's a heavy blow to the damage potential of Rarator. And remember that his matriarch is locked in this building. Is the other novice in combat with the Sister Superior? Is that where she is? So she could do a lot of damage and possibly kill her. Indeed, she is. I thought that was a sister at first. Let's see here. Can Alexandra survive this round? One more attack. Yes, she can. Just barely. Just barely. She's gonna get one turn. Having some very nice side steps here. Very costly skills for Rarator to bring in. 7 wounds left remaining. Oh, manages a stun there, even 4% chance of that. And has a web of steel without red pills left remaining, but still. Without any magic from Rarator, he needs to actually beat through that the old-fashioned way. Probably shouldn't have retreated this far, should just have stayed near the wagon instead of done the reload. Would have had more flexibility of what she could actually do this round. Now she can't really do anything, it seems like. Oh, she can actually get into a firing position here, alright. 34% chance is better than nothing, and she actually hits. She does hit that. Slaviour has had a bit of the luck with him so far, but it's also the positioning and the, you know, the initiative start out here was really good for Slaviour. One of the parry attempts gone. And a miss. Two units of Slaviours are very, very vulnerable to being killed, but so is that Sister Superior. I think she should try. Could get a kill off here if she wants. And getting the idol, good idea. Good idea. Removing some of the morale of Slaviour. No, I mean from Rarator, I mean... Excuse me. That's the third hero. You can see the focus coming in on the heroes. Actually gonna cancel all alone here. Maybe the last turn that she can tie down the matriarch. It's gonna be toast very soon. Double comets. And here comes Rarator's turn. Can he... I mean, there are some units that are very vulnerable, like this unit that failed all alone check, this unit as well, and of course the Sister Superior. They are all ripe targets for being killed here by Rarator. But still, that would just mean that Slaviour still has the momentum going for him. Gotta get another Comet of Sigmar out here. And that level 6 henchman is down. She has 2 more red pills, meaning that she can do 1 more attack against someone. Or a comet for that matter, that's also possible. Will only have 30% Divine Wrath chance. Manages! Wow, she would have died from that. Manages the 8%. Oh my god, yeah. That's... Slaviour, you lucky dog. It's not gonna be enough though. We are going to see the novice here most likely killing off the Sister Superior. It's good that she manages the all alone checks. Gonna get some help from the 2 nearby henchmen that's just finishing off one of Slaviour's henchmen. Could turn this thing around, but even if Rarator could equalize here 3-3, he has lost all of his heroes and Slaviour has not. Plus Slaviour will still keep the momentum up from being first to act. And that was the second parry attempt. So only these two blocks where all of Rarator's units are currently gathered. Slaviour's units are a little bit more spread out. I'm gonna be trying to look for the matriarch here. Probably will reach her. Yes, indeed. There she is. Locked down against the wall once more. Gonna get a... Oh no, she used a Comet of Sigma, so there's no 2 red pills left over. Goes straight past the dodge. It's just one of those games here for Rarator. It seems like it's nothing he can do about it. Went in as an underdog, and we're going to see a route test coming up pretty soon. It's only 60 morale left. Depends on what kind of level these guys are, but it could be level 5-ish. Still not gonna be enough. Naturally manages the 21% Divine Wrath. Could move in against the matriarch here of Slaviour. Having her tied down would help quite a bit. Or could actually also, because she doesn't have too many blue pills, otherwise a good idea would have gone up against the sister that locked down Rarator's matriarch.
A new round has started.
Removing targets one by one, looking at who is the weakest one. Angelica is going to be the dangerous one. She's the one that has 2 attacks on the Sister Superior, but I think that Slaviour by this point has accepted the fact that she is going to kill the Sister Superior. %36 chance, yeah, that's nothing. Nothing ever happens, it's gonna be fine. Indeed. Only 2 morale left for a route test. The matriarch still lives, so he could pass this route test if he wanted to. Of course, there's also this kind of tactical way of thinking now, is that do you want, even if you pass the route test, do you want to continue playing? Do you see yourself killing some of the units that are left from Slaviour? And if that's not the case, doing a voluntary route is just going to help you, because it's going to limit the amount of points your opponent gets. Remember in... oh, misses that one. Can she miss another one? No, she cannot. Level 5 Sister Superior is down. Since with this league table here we are counting the amount of kills, each kill gets you a single point, meaning that why stay in the game when you're not gonna get any more points but your opponent can get more points? You just want to rein in the amount of points that they get from a single game. So using the voluntary routes like that is gonna be important for all players to think about. At some points there will be certain ranks that will be dependent on. Yeah, this could be quite a large drop here. If this unit goes down, it's gonna be 57 morale for Slaviour. That's very close to taking a route test. I probably doesn't want to stay here. Does want to stay, alright. She has the idol. Yeah, if Rarator can actually make a single kill this smuggler off and one more unit, he will force a route test on Slaviour. Seems a little bit unlikely though. I mean, needs a bit of luck here. Who is he gonna kill? Is there someone that's really close to death? Right now I don't think there are any more Slaviour units here that are very vulnerable to attack. Would be of course that that little sister that's tying up his matriarch, but he needs help to get her down in one turn, and then the matriarch could go with 2 comets to finish off the smuggler. That could be a realistic scenario, but he doesn't have the I was gonna say manpower, but the female power to get those units into place. Interesting that both of the players here has not picked up a Last Got Talent for the 3rd hero though. Smuggler is going to be very useful, especially in the long run over a Last Got Talent. The Last Got Talent is our instant power. And these 2 players might struggle a little bit with players that have picked the 3rd hero choice with Last Got Talent. Yeah, Frauke Holzmann is going to be free to do as she wish. Where is she going to go? Tying down a matriarch. I mean, she did leave that fight for a reason, so... Looking at Pauline Hillier for another death. Well, the matriarch needs to kill someone. So that would already be a kill. And then of course the smuggler. This is a great position to have a big fight in. Now the Slaviour's position, one of his purifiers on the top side, just waiting to rain down comets here, just like the matriarch will do. Well, she could be helpful in this fight. Can get through here, and is that enough? Yes, there is. There is enough space to produce another kill here. That's gonna be a route test for Rarator. Let's see if he makes it here. It's gonna be the matriarch's turn to boot, so yeah, it's gonna be good to tie this unit down. She can still disengage from this, but making sure the smuggler is safe is paramount. Manages the route test on the exact same percentage that was needed. 60% chance, rolled a 60. It's not impossible, but the smuggler needs to die. If the smuggler can die, it's thanks to Slaviour picking up the idol. Miracles could happen, but miracles does not start with failing a spellcasting roll of 90%. They really don't. Yep. Slaviour had a little bit of bad luck at the very opening of the game here with a few comments that started out, but since then I feel that it's been all downhill for Rarator so far. Can Rarator survive another turn? I'm not so sure. Gonna get a counter-attack off here, isn't she? No, she's not. She has one red pill and she is in a one-handed and a shield, yes, but she used a single attack with a two-handed, meaning that all of her attacks with single-handed or two-handed for this turn is gonna take one more red pill, meaning 2 red pills on a parry, 3 red pills normally. Yeah, if I were Rarator here, I would just do a voluntary route to like limit the amount of points that Slaviour does get, because he's gonna kill these units, and can Rarator actually get another point so it's worth it for him to stay in? I don't think so. Yeah, just a regular attack is actually a bit better here, indeed, because then you can throw another comet and then do a second attack here with the 2 red pills that are remaining, provided that, of course, this comet is going to land, and it does. No Divine Wrath, naturally. Oh, there is Wrath picking up. It's kind of nice. It means that everyone has the open debuff, minus 10% hit chance. So we have 6-3 now, another route test coming up for Rarator, 60% chance still. Remember, it's based off the leader. Producing an all alone check here, good choice.
A new round has started.
Can she reach someone from here? Yes, she can. 45% chance. Well, she made a 35% shot. Misses this, and here comes the second route test. Second route test coming up, and that's a failure. So, congratulations to Slaviour winning 6-3 against Rarator. Hope you enjoyed watching this game, and thank you so much for watching. See you in more upper division games and lower division as well. I'll be following these 2 players closely. Farewell for now.